It's very rare that a video game becomes something more than a game. Sure, it can be especially fun or well designed, but rarely does that game grow into a community and platform for creation the way Minecraft has. No other game in history has reached such a huge and diverse audience and had such a positive effect on millions. Minecraft has changed the lives of many, most notably, of course, being its creator, who went from being a humble independent game developer in Sweden to one of the wealthiest people in the world. But the story of Minecraft is not just one of rags to riches. There's many people who have had their lives changed in myriad and different ways by this simple game about building and crafting things. So let me tell my story about how Minecraft irreversibly changed my life for the better. And if you're not familiar with Minecraft, or are, but just don't understand it, then maybe this video will help you realize why it has become such a sensation. So let's begin. I've always been an introverted kid. Having transferred from Russia to the US in between preschool and kindergarten, I experienced a lot of challenges, including getting used to a new language, culture, and friends. Even in the US, I transferred elementary schools twice for complicated family reasons that I won't get into here. My first two elementary schools were not terrible experiences for me, but I still felt kind of isolated and alone at this time. My third and final elementary school was part of an advanced placement program, which meant I was finally in a class with other kids like me, kids who were nerdy in all kinds of weird and wonderful ways. This was a really valuable experience, and I started to make friends at this school rather quickly. So where does Minecraft come in? Well, one of my new friends introduced me to this strange game where you mine resources and build things whichever way you wanted in a blocky world. I was pretty quickly hooked, but unfortunately, I didn't have a desktop computer to actually play myself on, so I would watch countless Minecraft videos made by other people on YouTube. Seeing these personalities making content out of a pre-existing game really inspired me, and it led me to start a months-long campaign of begging my parents for a computer so that I could play with friends and replicate the things that I saw people on YouTube already doing. But another obstacle stood in my way. You see, Minecraft on PC doesn't use a traditional graphical interface for creating servers to play with friends. It wasn't like pressing a button on the Xbox, because this was a game designed by a tiny team of programmers that weren't exactly focused on user-friendliness. But that didn't turn me off, since it was elementary school, so I had plenty of free time while not in school to research how to download the resources and tools I would need to set up a custom Minecraft server on my own computer, and then how to configure my internet connection so that my friends could play and connect to it. The next day at school, I shared my computer's IP address for my friends to connect to, and we quickly got to work colonizing the jungle environment our characters spawned in. For once in my life, I was playing a multiplayer game where we could be productive instead of shooting things to climb a virtual leaderboard. We built roller coasters in hidden villages where we stashed resources and traded with each other. We'd created our own little world within Minecraft, and it wasn't just a boys' club the way that many video games can have the tendency to be. Minecraft is a game that appeals to everyone, and soon many of my friends' siblings and even female classmates also joined in. Here were people of different backgrounds, ages, and genders all enjoying the same game. That universal sense of fun to this day still amazes me. If you've played Minecraft, this story probably sounds pretty familiar to you so far, but for those who haven't, it's important to understand how big of a deal this was. Here was a game that didn't condescendingly present itself to kids. It was a game that required the people playing it to be creative and figure out their own way of doing things. This wasn't even by design, funnily enough. This was more likely just the result of a limited development budget and a targeted audience of nostalgic adults who wanted to relive their experiences playing simple games like Minecraft when they were kids, as opposed to modern day kids. But this is exactly why the game clicked with so many people, including me. We didn't need hand-holding as kids. We liked figuring things out for ourselves, and that was the fun. So let's continue the story. Playing the base game of Minecraft with friends was a lot more fun than playing alone, but soon we quickly got used to all of the game's content, and we were starting to get bored. It was then that I discovered mods, short for modifications. These are packages of custom code created by other players of the game who are passionate enough to write their own content, like new blocks to build with and creatures to interact with, and put it up on the internet for others to download and install. Minecraft was never designed to accommodate installing mods. So just like setting up a server for friends, installing mods into your game was not easy. Thankfully, since Minecraft had a huge community and plenty of smart folks writing tutorials, I learned how to put mods into my game and quickly told my friends about this discovery. The problem was that while I may have been tech savvy and eager enough to install the mods on my own computer, many of my friends were scared of or unsure of how to install mods for themselves. So I got to work yet again researching yet another concept, the mod pack. A mod pack is exactly what it sounds like, a package of mods bundled into one thing. There was a website and program at the time called the Technic Launcher that included many built-in themed mod packs for people to easily install and play with. These collections of mods were more than mere additions to the game. When used together, they completely overhauled it. My friends and I particularly enjoyed Tekkit, the flagship mod pack on the Technic Launcher. Tekkit turned the dynamic of the game on its head. Where before you were building simple huts and primitive tools, with Tekkit, you were modernizing and automating the world around you, using the resources you mined to create factories and fun tools like jetpacks. These mod packs were fun, but as I discovered mods that didn't exist in the mod packs, I began to look for a way to make my own. The Technic Launcher now allowed users to bundle their own collection of mods and configure them to work with each other. So I learned how to do this so that I can make an easy package for my friends to install based on the mods that we wanted for ourselves. We no longer had to rely on the mod packs other people made for us, we could make our own. We could enjoy mod packs where we could be both magicians and engineers by combining technology-style mods for mod packs like Tekkit with other mods that let players make and perform magic spells or discover ancient arts by exploring the world. As I quickly learned though, making mod packs was not as easy as just dragging a bunch of mods together. There are a lot of nuances, like installing the mods in such a way that they don't conflict with each other. Oftentimes, you have to configure them to use different item IDs for their items so that they won't override. Should items override, your game is going to crash. Also, you needed a place to host a file for the mod pack, since Technic only provided a place for discovering and installing mod packs, but not actual server space for hosting the download. This meant that if you made a mod pack, you had to rely on an online service like Dropbox to host your file for you, and give that link to Technic so that they could connect your mod pack on their platform with the file download. I then had to make sure that the server we played on had the mods installed too, and that everything was in sync so that we could all connect. All of this made for a very tedious and frustrating process, but the reward and satisfaction of making my own mod pack to play and distribute made it easily worth it. During middle school, I continued to be obsessed by Minecraft. I even went to Minecon, a real-life convention held for Minecraft fans in a different place each year. This year of 2013, I went with a friend to Orlando and even ended up on a Cringe compilation.
Besides yourself, who's your favorite mod developer?
Embarrassing, but hey, it's an achievement. I got to meet fans around the world as well as modders in real life. It's still the only convention I've ever been to, but I'm glad I got the chance to go because the experience of meeting so many creative people was something I'll never forget. Soon, I was making both mod packs and videos of my experiences with the mods in Minecraft for more than just my friends. I was sharing them with the world, just as the other channels on YouTube and people making mods for the game had done before me. One day, one of the Minecraft YouTubers I followed began a new series where they were playing with their own custom mod pack and recording themselves messing around. However, the YouTuber did not provide a link or a resource to download their mod pack, so I got the idea to painstakingly examine each frame of his videos to find out which mods he was using, and within a day of him posting the first video of his series, I had replicated his mod pack and put it on the Technic Launcher for everyone to discover and download. It's amazing what you can get into when you're a bored kid with a lot of free time. Within a few days, my mod pack had a couple hundred likes, which was the rating system Technic used for ranking mod packs on its list back then. This was a lot of likes for Technic, and I received tons of feedback from other fans of the YouTuber praising what I had done by letting them play like Captain Sparkles was in his videos. I made updates to the mod pack, adding new mods as I, or other eagle-eyed fans, spotted them in his videos, and implemented my own fixes for common bugs that many players were experiencing. In a way, I was acting like a software developer, and I didn't even realize it. I was no longer just a player, I was a creator. One of the comments I got one day was from someone asking how to set up the server package. The server package was something I included with the mod pack so that people could easily make their own servers to play on with their own friends. I started to have a conversation with this commenter as I told him how to fix the issues he was having with the server, and soon this commenter was frequently giving me tips on how to improve the mod pack or fix bugs with it that he found. He even offered to host a download for the mod pack on his home website that he created. We started to get familiar enough that we exchanged Skype details, and after a few weeks of chatting, we discovered that we actually lived in the same state. After knowing each other online for a while, we eventually decided to meet in real life, and today that stranger is now one of my best friends. They also host a lot of my projects on their computers to this day, and help me with other odd jobs like filming videos for YouTube. This is just one example of the kinds of fascinating people and things I encountered in the world of Minecraft, but it sticks out to me for just how much luck and chance were involved in us ever meeting at all. I was getting pretty famous in this niche of Minecraft mods by making many YouTube-inspired mod packs, and I even began partnering with my newfound online friends to create official large servers for people to join and connect to. We would let players donate real money to support the upkeep of the server, and in exchange would give them special perks like fancy colored usernames and other cosmetic bonuses to help them stand out. In essence, we were running a business. All this experience was getting me familiar with things far beyond Minecraft, nerdy things like Unix operational commands and dedicated server management. I even dabbled in graphic design by creating logos and artwork for the mod packs and videos I was making. As I got to know people in this community better, I was talking with the modders who made the stuff I used in my mod packs a lot. And being inspired by real journalism, I started a YouTube podcast where I interviewed these Minecraft modders. I very creatively titled the series Behind the Mod. This series quickly grew a small but passionate community who tuned in every week as I found a new modder to interview for the show. I was now scheduling real-time interviews with people across the world thanks to the internet, so I had to learn how to deal with differing time zones and sometimes heavy accents from non-native English speakers. Hearing so many interesting stories from these Minecraft developers, I decided to expand my horizons and start interviewing independent developers who made their own games. Many Minecraft modders eventually become these independent developers as they grow their passion and hobby into a real job, so it was quite a natural progression for me to make. Today, I continue doing interviews with game developers and have a small but passionate and growing YouTube audience. And if you're watching this video on YouTube now, then you have Minecraft to thank for its existence. Without Minecraft, I would have never become the person I am today. Minecraft made me a computer nerd, a designer, a video maker, a podcaster, and put me in touch with people I talk to every day. It and the amazing community that has grown around it have given me the confidence and inspiration to do all of these things. Looking back on it all, I'm tremendously grateful for the gifts this little game gave me. Minecraft taught me that, just like in the case of its very creator, all it takes is one person's passion to completely transform lives. So, thank you, Minecraft. Even if I've moved on from playing you these days, I'll always remember you for helping me become the person that I am now.